The monoclonal antibody, take monoclonal antibodies, for example. They've helped save lives. This isn't partisan, it's medicine. But Congress hasn't provided enough money to keep purchasing these monoclonal antibodies. And let me remind you, when I took office about 14 months ago, the pandemic was raging, the economy was reeling, and the deficit was soaring. Most schools were closed. We didn't have enough vaccines. The unemployment claims were sky high. And then we got to work and we delivered.
Trillions of dollars.
We have.
You're out of it? Is all the accounting done, every single dollar?
So we have the resources that we need in this current moment. What we need is this funding to be able to plan for the future, to prepare for as I say, what we need to have this money for is to prepare to be ready for the future. As we know, the virus can be unpredictable, and we need to be prepared. And there's an urgent need to do that.
Right, but can you see where taxpayers would be skeptical? I mean, trillions of dollars, and all of a sudden you need billions more.
I think taxpayers want to be prepared for the virus, and they want to make sure that we have the resources that we need to keep them safe, and that's what this administration is focused on.
Why no high protection
Sorry,
for the 20?
Jack. Yep.
Not being funded. And Republicans again today are saying the money for this is there in previously passed legislation. There's one figure they're saying is $160 billion.
Should there come a time where a fourth shot is recommended for the broader population, it will also fund life-saving treatments and also our ability to additionally provide vaccines around the world, which is another piece of ensuring that the virus is not able to move around the globe.
The yield curve for the 10-year Treasury note has inverted. Historically, this is viewed as a sign that investors are pessimistic about the long-term view of the economy and they expect a recession is nearing. So can you tell us what the White House believes is the prospects for recession nearing and how concerned you might be about it?
Sure. So, as Chairman Powell said after the last Fed meeting, all signs are that this is a strong economy and the probability of a recession within the next year is not particularly elevated. Our team looks at a broad range of indicators to understand the health of the economy now and going forward. This is one, but there are many, many others. And the other important indicators to include as we are assessing where the economy stands are things that, frankly, because of the president's economic plan, we're able to confront from a position.
I'm trying to read between the lines just a little bit, but you had said previously we asked for $22 billion as emergency funding that wouldn't need any offsets. Now we would like Congress to get us this money. Are you saying that you're willing to accept offsets? And also, are you willing to accept less than the $22 billion?
Well, what I would say is we have been very clear that we need this money now, and we're hopeful that Congress is nearing a solution. Again, the president called for this initial $22.5 billion as emergency funding. But at the end of the day, we need the money. It's important. It's critical for our preparedness.
So we should take that as you're willing to accept the offsets.
You should take it as what I said, which is that we're hopeful that Congress is reaching a solution on this, and Congress will determine ultimately where we net out on this.
What is the danger of Putin being left in the dark by his military advisors?
I'm reluctant to comment.
Can you comment on the declassified intelligence that he doesn't trust his military leadership since it is declassified?
No, I can't.
But no federal law expressly prohibited lynching. None. Until today.
Now, on your question about the border, this is nothing new. The effort to vaccinate migrants in our care and custody has been ongoing for months. ICE has been providing vaccines to migrants since the summer of 2021, and we're always assessing the situation and addressing protocols based on changing CDC guidance. But in order to ensure the safety of border communities, and the workforce, and the migrants themselves, DHS is now requiring age-appropriate vaccinations for non-citizens who are taken into Border Patrol custody. But
the president said while he was in Europe that we are training Ukrainian forces in Poland. Is that accurate?
At this time, is that the time setting of the statement?
That's what the president said. Jake Sullivan said we are not. I'm just trying to figure out if we are or are not.
I do not believe that we are in the process of currently training military forces from Ukraine and Poland. There are liaisons that are there that are being given advice, And that's different than I think you're referring to with respect to training.
Yesterday, did the president accidentally reveal a previously unknown effort for the U.S. to be training Ukrainian forces in Poland during his answer in the press conference?
No. The troops that he met with in Poland routinely interact with Ukrainians. That is something that's known. Many of you were, again, on the trip with us. That is something that's known. That is in no way revealing compromised information. That being said, there's nothing further that I have to say on that beyond what the president said yesterday.